Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to Chippy's Couch. Today, we're back for another round of the Master Mode Let's Play. It's the start of a brand new day in Terraria. Still a little dark now, but that's going to be very appropriate because today's episode is going to be themed all around the Empress of Light during the day, which is honestly, for me, such a highlight of Terraria 1.4. And something that I feel like really bridges that gap between vanilla and also modded. Like, I feel like once Tmod Loader 1.4 comes out, I don't think mods are going to be touching the Empress of Light. Now, I may be wrong. I may be. But it's already pretty modded enough. And I'm very excited for it. So I think today's episode might be a little shorter, if I'm being honest, because this really is the theme of the whole episode, is to do this one amazing fight, get this one amazing weapon, and hey, tell a story along the way. That's right, because that's what we do around here. So what are we using? Straight up, let me just explain it before it turns daytime. We are using the Hallowed Armor. I feel like this is my method. Like, I feel like this is the easy method. So if you want to follow along, get yourself a pair of Hallowed Armor. So for those that don't know, just to catch people up real quick, this has a shadow dodge now, which is great. I mean, if you've watched this series, if you've seen it, and you know what it is, right? I don't need to be all chippy gaming explanation mode. We're also going to be using the Brain of Confusion, which I did grab from a Crimson World. I was going to bring you along for it. I just thought, you know, what's the point? I demolished what's it called? The Brain of Cthulhu. There you go. Looks like it's just me with the Brain of Confusion. Okay. So with that, my setup is now complete. That's really all you need. What I like about the Empress of Light during daytime is that because it's an insta-kill fight, you don't need to waste time making buffs. You know, you don't need endurance, life force, iron skin, regen. I'm bringing along Wrath because, you know, why not? 10% extra damage, I'll take it. But then other than that, it really is that simple. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's do this. So I think today's episode might end up being pretty short. I'll tell you why. I think that I'm going to crank this out pretty quickly, if I'm being honest. Like, the theme of today's episode really just is the Empress of Light during daytime. And I think because I had so much practice during the Summoner's run, I think I'm going to be fine. There's only one real pattern that she does in the second phase that I am just absolutely tragic at. And I don't think it's because, oh, it's like, you know, too hard and you can't really cope with it. I think it's just simply because I'm quite lazy. I think sometimes, like, I feel like I should be a little bit better at dodging. And sometimes I let it slip. And during this one phase, I definitely let it slip. Oh, I never said. Welcome back. Hope you're all doing well, staying safe, washing your hands. We're almost halfway into this fight and I haven't even told you to wash your hands. Very inappropriate of me. Because it's a brand new day here in Terraria, but it's also a brand new day here on planet Earth. That's right. I don't usually record in the mornings. I usually record like midday. Sometimes I record at night. I feel like a lot of the OGs can remember that many episodes used to come out about 3 in the morning. That's because I was up recording them really late and YouTube was just super annoying. YouTube works really slow at night, which is kind of like a bit of a hindrance. You wouldn't really expect it, but that's kind of how it is. But it's morning today. I've got a big day ahead of me, so I wanted to play a little bit of Terraria to set the day off right. Because this game honestly brings me just so much joy. And I like having you lot here. I like talking. I like saying what I'm up to. So I did end up taking a day off. You may have missed the video, you know, I don't know. If it's part of your daily routine, I apologize. But basically, it was my niece's birthday. Well, that's not actually true. Her birthday is today. She's 9. Big up to her. She also doesn't watch the Let's Plays, just like my nephew. None of my family do. A lot of you were shocked by the fact that my nephew didn't watch the Let's Plays. Yeah, nobody I know does because they've heard me talk about Terraria enough, trust me. They don't want to hear it anymore. You lot are here every day, and trust me, you've heard about Terraria less than they have. Okay. But basically, I went round early because I knew that I'd be busy today. And it was nice. She's at a really good age where picking a gift is just so easy. I absolutely love it because I hate getting kids birthday presents. It's so hard, like, to put yourself in the mind of a child and think of a gift. It's impossible, right? There's new toys coming out every other week, new fads. What are kids into these days? I don't even know, right? I'm reaching boomer territory almost. But she wanted a Sims expansion for her birthday, and I'm like, all right, we can accommodate this. We can accommodate this. I think if I'd have maybe made the Sims channel, then I might have had a family viewer. So far, I have finessed my way through this fight, and I don't think it's going to go on much longer. But with that, oh, I kind of really needed to miss that. That was great, because that's the phase I'm really, really bad at, as you can probably tell. All right, I think I'm going to have one of those phases I'm bad at again. It's going to be this one coming up, isn't it? No? Ooh. Okay, we are pushing very close territory here. Nope, screwed it. Yeah. I knew I'd done it as well. I was like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? I knew I'd set myself up for failure. I think I choked a little bit right at the end. If I'm being real, I think I choked. So anyway, I brought up me going home because I had a really nice time. It's very nice. Always good to take a break, see the family. But it was good because I knew, because I was going early, there wouldn't be the Breakfast of Champions. And for those that don't know what the Breakfast of Champions is, this was a conversation back in May when Court got sent a birthday cake. And we were in lockdown, so it was just me and her, and there was nobody to eat this giant birthday cake. So it became the Breakfast of Champions, where basically every day I woke up and I had a slice of this progressively drier birthday cake, and it was very nice. I liked it a lot. But since it wasn't going to be the Breakfast of Champions, I decided I would go all out. I'd be a little bit fancy. So I brought home a box of 3 really nice donuts. And these were really nice. Like, I'm not talking like Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts. Like, I mean like handcrafted, you know, they've been kissed by love and God and blah, blah, blah. Really nice donuts, right? And it was, in fact, the place that had the bouncer on the door. Do you remember that little tale about the donut shop with the bouncer? And I kind of said, you don't need a bouncer. I still agree with that. Like, they were really good, but they're not bouncer good. But they were really nice. I liked them. So big up to them for selling some good donuts, which is very nice. Felt really bad, though. When I was in there, there was a man who had a lot of allergy problems. So he had a lot of questions about the donuts, which is fair enough, right? Because you were only allowed 3 people in the shop. So I was stood outside. You had the man with the allergies on the inside. And then the other 2 was a mother and her son, right? And she'd taken her son in there, and her son was like pressed up near the glass. I mean, he wasn't touching the glass, right? Because that'd be kind of gross. But he was getting really excited about these donuts, right? Because she was in there getting him a donut. He spent, you know, 5 minutes, an hour in about his donut. And he finally decided on one called the Homer Donut, which I think a lot of you can probably imagine what it is. It's like the iconic pink donut from The Simpsons. And it was a bit brutal because she was like, oh, how much is it? And they were like, oh, it's £2.40 or something like that, right? And she goes, oh, great. And she like opens her purse up and she's like pulling out some coins, right? Which is a big red flag. I'm just going to be real with you. And the woman behind the counter was like, oh, we don't really take cash at the minute. And it was like, all right, very understandable. So she goes to pay on card, and then it's like, oh, we're really sorry, but your card's been declined. I was like, oh, this is awful. I feel really bad for her. And she was like, oh, I'm going to have to pay cash then. The woman was like, no, seriously, like, we're not allowed to take coins right now. So I was like, hey, give us your coins. I'll get you on contactless. I don't know. I don't want to see the little lad get led down. It's a small favour. The only problem is now I've got £2.40 or whatever in coins. I don't even dare touch them. I'm not even joking. I was like, oh, thanks. And she like handed me these gross looking coins. That's all right. That's my good deed for the day. Okay, the second fight didn't go well. I predicted that I would get it done in 2 fights, but clearly not. I think what I need to do is not talk over the second half. To be a little bit more observant. But that'll be all right. Okay, we'll do it one more time, and we'll see how it goes. I think what I'll do is I'll talk over the first half, and then if you lot don't mind, I'll probably be silent during the second half, and maybe just show you some gameplay. I'm going to jip on this fight a little bit. Do you know what it actually needs? This is for real. It needs some rebalancing with the music. I don't know why, but when I record it, the music is fine. Like, I can hear it, it's alright. But they need to turn that stuff up, right? They do. Because even when it's on loud, it's still too quiet, I think. It's a really good song, but I think it gets really drowned into the background. I mean, right now, you lot don't care because I'm chatting over it. But trust me, once I cut the audio out, you're going to be like, oh, can you turn up the music a little bit? I'll do it in post. Like I said, I know you can adjust your own sound, but I have it set to a nice level that works with all the other songs. I was going to say sounds, and I mashed all the words together in my mind. That's all right. So then, other than that, I've been getting nostalgic recently. I've been playing a lot of oh god, my voice crack. I'm gonna try and take a drink. Okay, best of luck to me. Very nice. Okay, we did it. I'm drinking full caffeinated coffee cargo. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm not a morning person at all, and I'm struggling to function a little bit. So the throats go in. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm getting nostalgic because I've been playing a lot of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 on the Game Boy Advance, and it's been great. I loved the Tony Hawk's games when I was younger. I've still got them all. I've got all 3 of them next to me because I've been playing through the Underground games as well. But I'm super excited because they're remastering Pro Skater 1 and 2, and they've got a demo that comes out today. But you only get the demo if you pre-order, which I wouldn't really recommend. Okay, we died. That's all right. That's okay. We died because we're talking about Tony Hawk. How could he do that to me? That man. Ollied through my window, did a 360 McFlip in my face, ruined the fight. Tony Hawk, get out of here. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the nostalgia. But the demo comes out today, and I'm pretty excited. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend. I don't know. I don't know. I don't recommend pre-ordering games. I don't know why I did it, but I've made the choice now. So if it's bad, I'll let you know tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna have to basically do a big jump cut here to be real. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna get a new knight, get some more lace wings. You know the drill. All right, so I did the big jump. I ended up reforging a few of our accessories to menacing because we had a lot that were looking, and critical strike chance. Is that actually that decent? I don't know. I know that I can rely on the old reliable menacing. So I did that. I got some lace wings, as you can see, and then that's about it. I'm really worried about today's episode. Let me tell you, right? I need to vent a little bit. I'm a little bit stressed. So you may remember that the other day I was talking about the fact that I moved over to a newer version of my older editing software, and so far it's been a bit of a dream, right? I thought it would be a bit of a learning curve because a few things have moved around. Not so much. Like, I feel like I've got a good grasp on it. The render times are really nice. Like, the render previews are a lot nicer. It don't crash as much. It's got more effects, all that good stuff, right? It's pretty decent. But I imported the first half of this episode, and all the audio's out of sync with the gameplay. Now, the raw clip is perfectly fine. It's always perfectly fine because NVIDIA's recording software is the bomb.com. It's real good. But Vegas has screwed it up, and I remember that I got rid of Vegas 17 for this reason, and I'd completely wiped that from my memory, but that's the reason I went back to Vegas 14, is because in the demo, I was getting this glitch, and now I've got it again, and I'm just like, oh, come on. I don't really like, I don't like a lot of hassle when I make these episodes. Like, I want to come on, I want to play Terraria, tell my tale. They're pretty low edited for a good reason. I like that aesthetic. I like that vibe. I don't know. I want it to be relaxing. The whole process, beginning to end. Thank you, Vegas, for not being. So I don't know what to do. I don't know if I can do a botched job. I don't know if it's just the preview audio that's out of sync. Maybe when I render it out, it'll be fine. So if the audio is a little whack today, you know why. And I apologize in advance, right? But don't blame me. Send your complaints to Sony. Actually, they don't even own this software anymore. It used to be called Sony Vegas. Now it's just called Vegas. It's owned by a company called Magic. Well, all right. Okay. Oh, God. I was literally trying to utter the words. I should be silent because I think I'm going to choke in a minute. Okay, that's fine. We'll go again. All right, I'm coming close. There we go. All right, done. I was going to try commentate over the end. I'm really sorry, but I was... Amazing. I was going to try commentate over the end, but I was just like, nah, I really have to be silent. I too much choking in this episode. Do you know what I mean? I was like, nah, we silent gang. We no commentate gang, right? It worked for Euromir for many years, right? Let me pull it off just the once. Well, there we go. So sick. Honestly, it gets my heart racing, gets the blood pumping. This is why I'm glad I filmed this in the morning, because it's just set the day off just right. Even though Vegas is an absolute cretin, this is good stuff. I can't believe he died right at the end. It's like Duke Fishron, but in reverse. Okay. Let me grab the loot bag. The loot bag's kind of important, because I kind of want to see the other weapons. The only one that I've never got, I've never had the Starlight. I don't think I've ever had that. It's the short sword. I had to get it for the Chippy Gaming video, but yeah, I've never had it. Okay. Right, let's open it up. Bam. All right, we got the Eventide. Oh, damn. It's so good. It's so good. This boss is the bomb.com. It really, really is. I absolutely love it. I don't know if you lot saw this. I don't know if you follow me on Twitter or not, but I came up with a pretty good idea, I think, yesterday. So I was thinking about the color of Terraria's cursor. So right now, mine is blue. I chose the color. I really like the fact that you can choose the color of your cursor, but I feel like it would be amazing if we could have a rainbow cursor that constantly cycles through the colors of the rainbow, kind of like an RGB keyboard. And I thought maybe it could be tied to the Empress of Light. Like maybe after you kill the Empress of Light in a world, you get the rainbow cursor, or you get like an item that enables it, or like a new setting that enables it, because there used to be a secret setting in the game where you'd have to do, I think it might have been the Wall of Flesh, and then you could choose either Crimson or Corruption. So it wouldn't be the first time that Terraria has done that, but I would love that. I actually quickly animated of how it would look like. And yeah, it's on Twitter if you want to take a look. Okay, the Terraprisma. This is so cool. I've actually never used it in combination with just another class build. Like when I got the Terraprisma, it was summoner only, and it just made the rest of the game melt. Like I'm being serious. Like to be fair, this series is probably going to be done in like 2 episodes. Like we're coming so close to the end at this point. Godly, that's what you love to see. The Terraprisma is just fantastic. I love it so much. Here it is. In 1.4.1, it's going to be black and grey. Sorry, red and grey, and I can't believe that. All right, well let's round off the episode real quick by just testing what the Terraprisma is like when you're still rocking another class, because I don't know if it's one of those weapons where it's like it works against you to have it because it ends up doing the majority of the damage, and when you're playing as another class, you probably don't want that. We'll try it out real quick. So this won't be a proper fight. We're just doing it to test, basically. Okay, Empress of Light time. So let's see. I've not commented on this, but the keyboard looks so good when you do this. So I think personally, when it is hitting, it's doing a good job. But what do you lot think? Because I always leave it to comments to tell me about stuff like this. This is where my lack of Terraria knowledge really comes in. When it comes to summoning weapons and frames and all that. Look, I can't even say it properly, and everybody goofs on me for not even being able to, like, explain it properly. But you know what I mean. But I'm kind of glad, because I don't really want to see the strings that make Terraria work all that much. I think I'm beginning to see the pattern of gameplay and how that all works with Terraria, because I played a lot this year, but other than that, I don't want to know the technical stuff. But let me know. Is it alright to have a Terraprisma with your other weapons? Well, anyway, I think that's actually going to be it for today's episode. So yeah, that's going to end it for today. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, a big shout out to our channel members that are scrolling by on screen right now. If you are maybe new, maybe consider clicking the subscribe button. By subscribing to Chippy's Couch, it means that these little Let's Plays will end up on your homepage. Makes them a lot easier to find, trust me. And then other than that, give the video a big fat thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. Come on, let's be real here. Nobody gets to the end and goes, you know what? Nah, wasn't for me. It was for you. Come on. Hit the thumbs up. All right. Okay, well, I'll see you all tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do, just to be clear, I think we're going to round up this series, like I say, in an episode or two. Because what we've got to do is we've got to do Moonlord, and then maybe 3 episodes. The goal is the Zenith, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up the series. We're going to finish Mage after that, so we're going to make that daily again. And then we'll move on to the next series, which is going to be for the Worthy. And then maybe we'll do Calamity again. I don't know. Right, see you all tomorrow, guys. Peace.